part that you just sung. I believe he moved the mountains. And he'll do it again. You know, as he was singing that song in my mind, I began to think about a niece, Apostle's niece. When she was young, she was so anointed in the drama and the dance. And when she would pray, the Spirit of the Lord would come upon her. And she was about maybe 7 years old. Now, I don't know if you ever seen a child that anointed, but she was so anointed. And she had the gift of prophecy also. And she would speak her prayer language, and God would really move. And then as she began to get older, her parents took her out of the church. And that did something to her. What happened is she fell away. As she grew older, she just fell away because the parents wasn't, go to church, baby. Learn what God has for you. So she fell away. Then one day, her heart was so stressful from taking care of her mother. And you know how it is when you are busy in the world and you're just stressed out. So her heart could not take it anymore. So the doctors told her that she needed a new heart. And I don't know if you ever know a person that need a new heart. And as I thought about it, as we ministered to her, and she was just crying because her mother was in a facility, and she was just trying to hold on. But that heart was steady going out, just going out. It was pumping, but it wasn't pumping right. And so she would cry because she went to the doctor, and the doctor told her, listen, baby, you need a new heart. And so she was like, why me? You ever said that to yourself? Why me? Why is all these things coming against me? I'm not a bad person. So what happened is she got an infection in her mouth, and she had to go and have an operation and all that. And she actually, she told us she died for maybe a few minutes. And then she came back, but she didn't really know that she died. The doctors told her that her heart just stopped, right? And so she was really crying, and she was scared because her mother wasn't there. But she called the apostle, and she says, Uncle, she says, I'm really scared. And she was. I don't know if you've ever been really, really scared that you were going to die. And you didn't know what was going to happen to you after you died. So what happened is, some kind of way she got help from the doctor, and they gave her the GoFundMe. So that was a little stress off of her heart. So they paid her bills and all that. But that still didn't change the fact that she needed a new heart. And so through our prayers, through your prayers, the Lord made it to where she got on the list for a new heart. But that still, even though you're on the list, it doesn't change the fact that you will get a new heart. And so as we kept ministering to her and building up her strength in the Lord, baby, the Lord's going to work it out. Don't worry about it. And our faith never changed because we serve that kind of a God. So what happened is she got on the list, and she had the surgery before we knew it. And she got a new heart. She got a new heart. So one day she's going to come to this church. And she says, Uncle, she says, I want to come to church and tell the people how important it is to know the Lord and to trust Him, because I could have been dead. She says, and I felt like I was going to die. She says, but God gave me a new heart. And that is a good testimony. So I want you to be encouraged today to know that there's things going to happen in your life that you're going to just have to trust the Lord. And He will make make a way. He will move the mountains. He will make a way.